So, have you ever wondered if there's any negative consequences to not having an interview for your green card? If so, keep watching this video. Hello everyone, I'm Attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been practicing law for over 20 years, and I've been specializing in immigration law for over 11 years. My main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I help individuals and families from any state in the country, and really any country on the planet. Stick around a little while because I want to give you that great information about the interviews. And I also want to make sure that you guys are getting the right information you need, because immigration can be very challenging. And when you're dealing with an administration like the Biden administration that changes their minds like you wouldn't believe how often they change their mind and how they enforce things, you're going to need to know this information. Which is why this is a reminder for you to check out the rest of my videos, because I have a lot of videos that help people navigate, avoid problems, things like that. That's really what this video is about today. So, if you have gotten a notice that you do not have to go to your interview, congratulations, that's great. It means that your case is going to go a lot quicker than other people. But is there a flip side to that? The answer is yes. There's always a flip side when you're dealing with a government. There's always potentially a flip side. So I will say that the flip side to something like this could be, for example, if you have a case where you filed, and again, this applies more to people who filed themselves than for somebody who's hired an attorney to do their stuff. But if you filed your case and you may not realize that you've made a mistake, or you left important information out of the filing, whether that's on the application or whether that's documents that go with the filing, if you don't have an interview, you don't have an opportunity to correct that stuff very easily, okay? So the interview is a built-in opportunity for people to correct errors, okay? Again, it doesn't happen that often with clients that I've dealt with because I've done all the work. But it is something that's conceivable. There are things that happen. I mean, misspellings of names and wrong dates, things like that are easy to make mistakes over. But there's other things that have far-reaching consequences. Things that you say in your application that later your citizenship might be based on that information. And by might, I mean it will be, okay? So any information you put in your green card request, it definitely has an impact in the future, especially if you have ambitions to get naturalized into the United States, which I'm sure everybody who's got a green card is planning that, okay? So the interview is not just an opportunity for your medical exam to be reviewed. It's not just an opportunity for the government to scrutinize you and your relationship with your sponsor, but it's also an opportunity for them to go through your history that you put on your green card application and for you to make any necessary changes at the interview. Again, it's an opportunity. It's not always necessary, but that opportunity doesn't exist if you don't have to go to an interview, okay? Again, there are ways to do it if you don't, but that's the easiest. If you're already there, you can just make a quick correction. Oh, hey, agent, I noticed on page 8, I said this and I really meant that. It's a lot easier to make that correction there, because otherwise you have to do it in writing. You have to do it basically in an environment where the government doesn't really want you to make corrections, okay? They want you to do it at the interview, or they want you to do it not at all. They don't really ever want people to reach out to them if it's not during the designated time like an interview. So if you do see an error and you do need to contact them, yeah, you can do that, but it's a pain in the backside, okay? Because where do you go? Which center is it at? Are they going to get it? They're so inefficient with this administration. They make so many mistakes. How do you know it's going to be recorded properly or even get to the intended recipient? It's very hard to do. Again, it's doable. So if you do see an error and something that has a significant impact on the future, potentially, then you definitely do have to say something to immigration. But it's not as easy as if you had In interview, you could sit right across the desk from the agent and you could just tell them, okay? So that is one of the negatives of not having an interview. If you just get your green card in the mail, awesome, unless you have an error, and then not so awesome, okay? So that's one example that I can think of. Again, you can watch some of my other videos for suggestions about things related to that. You can always reach out to me. You can always ask questions, and I can even do videos on things, which is a lot of my videos come about because I have clients that ask questions. Okay? So if you have questions, you can always reach out. My website, marvinlawoffice.com. Social media, I'm all over the place. YouTube is a great way to do it too. Check it out. Or you can click the link below if you have questions about your immigration process, or you have suggestions, or you need to talk to an attorney that knows what they're doing. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 11, 12 years. So reach out to me if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you in some other very helpful videos. Have a wonderful day.